In this video, I try out Beast Mode, aka launch control, on a brand new tri-motor 850 horsepower Tesla Cybertruck Cyberbeast that has its top speed unlocked from the 115 mile an hour limit that was holding it back from completing a full quarter mile. And then show you what is the first Cybertruck actually running 10s down the quarter mile. I then compared against the much slower dual motor Cybertruck I previously tested and get embarrassed by a Tesla Model S Plaid. Look what we got here, a Tesla Cybertruck. But you saw it in a previous video, I valued that slow one and I was not that impressed. And this is the first time I got my hands on the all-new Cyberbeast. This is coming out limited, but they're starting to roll out even more. We actually just sold the Cyberbeast at my dealership, Magnet Motors, for $139,000, and I believe we have another one coming in. So if you're interested, I'll put a link down in the description so you can check out our current inventory. I think they still limit the top speed, so I think it's still limited to 115, so we might not get the best quarter mile results. Basically exactly the same. You cannot tell the difference. The only way you're gonna know it's a Cyberbeast is if you roll all the way down to the back. In the back corner down here, there's a tiny little logo of these two kind of wolf heads. So if you can see that, that's how you know it's a Cyberbeast. Obviously this is the Foundation Edition. They're still missing the caps that go over the wheels. That's coming soon, and Autopilot is coming soon. I was hoping they would be released so I could give it a test, but not yet. So anyways, this is all about performance. I'm gonna take this out. It's got that cool Beast mode with the flashing on the screen, so we're gonna check that out and let's see what it does. Hopefully we can get better 0 to 60 than 2.6. Some other notable difference when you get the Cyberbeast, this is a stitched Alcantara, which is much nicer, and then of course this has this much nicer kind of battleship gray interior versus the white. This is really, really nice. I like it actually a lot better than the stark white, and the stitching in the Alcantara make a big difference as well, also on the top here. Jumping back in the Cybertruck, I mean, the steering really takes some getting used to. I had it for a couple days with my friend Ray's car, and now that I jump back in it, you're just like, wow, look how this thing turns. It's just crazy. Let's see my first impressions of the power difference. I definitely was not that impressed with the regular Cybertrucks with the 650 horsepower. But when you add 200 more horsepower, it definitely makes a difference. Let's give a little stab. That actually chirped the tires. Holy crap. This is a huge, huge difference. I mean, not to spend the extra $20,000 and get the Cyberbeast, in my opinion, is a bad move. It's a huge, huge difference. So yeah, first impressions overall driving on, it's just got a lot more instant power. That extra 200 horsepower goes a long way in this car. I mean, it's just very, very jumpy. It just wants to go. It's supposed to do 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. We're about to test that out and see what we get. We got my Tesla Plaid kind of trailing behind. Of course, it's no match for the Plaid, but let's give a little squeeze. I think he's back there, but he's just kind of sitting watching us right now. Ride compared to the normal one, just fine. Of course, this doesn't have autopilot yet, but super, super smooth on the highway. The variable steering just works wonders in this car. Super agile around parking lots. And now on the highway, I mean, it's just cruising really, really well. And it's got power. I mean, we're going pretty quick and it's kind of moving out pretty good. Of course, at lower speeds, it's a lot more eventful. It's got a lot more torque right there. So while he did charge up to 100%, it was about a 30-minute drive for him to get here to my house. So we're at 88%. But from what I've seen in previous videos, the state of charge in this car really doesn't matter. Even in the Plaid, I can get down to like 82% and still get full performance. So I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. So here we go. To enable the Beast mode, you go into here and you go to the Dynamics and you make sure we're in Beast mode. And then from here, I believe we just power brake it. And let's do a little quick test to make sure it works. Yes, and you can see it drops down and says preparing for launch. Suspension entering cheetah stance, kind of cool. And then it says ready to launch. Entering cheetah stance now. Here we go. Ready to launch. Systems all go. Boom. There we go. It spun a little bit. Boom. There we go. It spun a little bit. There we go. We just hit 60 miles an hour that fast. This is crazy. Oh man, we're moving. Here we go. I think it tops out right about here. Oh, they increased the top speed. I think that's the quickest quarter mile I've seen for the Cyberbeast. It just ran an 11.08 while spinning the tires. I think that's due to the increase in top speed. This car will go 10s No question about it. All right, here we go. We're gonna give it one more try. We spun on that run, which is crazy because if it didn't spin, this would have 100% run in the 10s. I don't know if we got bad tire pressure. I gotta check it out. Either way, let's launch and engage launch control again. Here we go. Preparing to launch. Ready. When it says go, we're gonna go. Here we go. Hopefully get a little bit of launch. No spinning. Oh, it spun a little bit too that time, but I think we did a little better. Here we go. Oh man, the Plaid's gonna run right by me. This is not cool. What? All right, so Plaid still can't do it. Anyways, we're topping out again at $130. I mean, just imagine if this car, as originally spec'd, when they said was gonna make 1,000 horsepower, I think they probably still got the power in this car. I bet you they can do a software update and add another 100 horsepower and have Cyberbeast Plus, or whatever you wanna call it, 11.0 in the quarter mile. Spinning, man, if it doesn't spin, I know it's got a 10-second run. To prove this point, I did find a Cyberbeast run a 10-second pass just a few days ago at the Bitspeed Trippin' YouTube channel at Worldwide Technology Raceway in Madison, Illinois, running a 10.96 at over 120 miles an hour. So best run for the Cyberbeast now that speed limiter is removed was 11.05 at almost 120, so 119.9 miles an hour, and that was with spinning off the line, not even getting the 0 to 60 that Tesla quotes for the truck. Now let's see how the dual motor Cybertruck versus the tri-motor Cyberbeast compares side by side. Here we go. Oh, it spun a little bit too that time, but I think we did a little better.
There's
here we go.
60.
Oh man, the Plaid's gonna run right by me. This
with
is
no
not
rollout.
Cool. What? All right, so Plaid still can't do it. Anyways, we're topping out again.
And there we go. We're topped out 114 miles an hour.
Now this car is brand new at about 85% standard charge. The tires probably need to be broken in or worn in a little bit to get that spinning off. It was about 50 PSI. I didn't have enough time because they're bringing this to Puerto Rico to kind of mess with the tire pressures because I'm not used to Tesla spinning off the line that much. So I definitely think at the drag strip, this 100% goes into the 10s bone stock, and that's quicker than Tesla was stating with 11.2s that we've seen thus far. Acceleration wise, it feels good. It definitely doesn't launch like the Plaid. As you saw, my Plaid just kind of zoomed right by me there. No problem. It's a lot faster. This car's hitting about 1 G of acceleration off the line, and I think this car has a lot more in it. I believe there's going to be some software updates, and you'll see maybe Cyberbeast Plus or something like that come down the road with a little more horsepower and getting quicker down 0 to 60 and quarter mile. Special thanks to my good friend for bringing this by and letting me test it out before he really even got to drive. This car's got like 60 miles on it. He handed the keys right over to me so I could give it a test. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, helps the video in the channel, and we'll see you next video.